Florida had to take drastic action to save a kitten. The homeowner in Pine Hills caught for help. That high-pitched meow is what saved this week-old kitten stuck inside the wall of a house. Orange County Fire Rescue responded and cut out the kitten right through the drywall. They're guessing the mom gave birth in the attic, and the newborn, now named Salem, likely squirmed his way into the wall and got stuck. That crew is taking care of that kitten. He has to be fed for about 2 hours and kept in warm and heating pad. Once he's old enough, he'll be put up for adoption. All right, a 3-year-old girl in Defane, Alabama is reunited with her stuffed bunny, all thanks to Publix employees. She lost the bunny at the store, so her mother posted a picture on Facebook. The manager saw the post and watched the surveillance footage. Turns out the bunny ended up in the trash and taken to a landfill. So the employees retrieved it. They went to the landfill, folks, returned it to the little girl. We're told the bunny was a little dirty, maybe a little stinky, but she's happy to have it back. Oh, gotta love that. Love it. All right, much more in store coming up next on Good Day Tampa Bay. Which do you have a better chance of happening? Winning the Mega Millions or getting struck by lightning? Before you purchase that ticket, find out your odds of hitting the jackpot coming up next. And learning to cheer like a pro. We go inside a camp that promises to bring you a big smile. Stay with us.
Get your day started the right way with Good Day Tampa Bay.
Members of the community outraged over the sheriff's decision to not press charges. They say they want their voices heard. And if you're a mom or dad, you get your own national holiday. No, we're not talking about Mother's Day or Father's Day. Plus, we'll show you why you may become the next millionaire coming up this week. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Good Day Tampa Bay. I'm Alcides Seguí. Sir Bonnie Banerjee has the day off. We thank you so much for joining us this Sunday morning. Yeah, we got Courtney. We have Brittany looking at our forecast.
Courtney?
I was thinking of Courtney.
Did I change my name there?
She does our traffic. Hey,
so
it's 8
close.
o'clock in the morning. I'm almost there.
Well, we are looking.
Hey, Brittany. Good morning to you.
Hey, good morning. We're looking at a pretty nice day. We already are starting off with that mix of sun and clouds out there, dry conditions. No showers even sitting out in the Gulf, but we are looking at the potential for some active weather later on this afternoon, especially into the evening hours along the Nature Coast. We're going to see clusters of thunderstorms developing around Georgia and Alabama and then moving south throughout the state. And they're going to take a little while to get into our area, but we could see some damaging winds associated with those storms. Take a look at the coast, sitting in the 80s right now, 83 in Bradenton, 86 in St. Pete, and 84 in Newport Richey. Inland areas in the upper 70s, but we have dew points in the upper 70s to near 80 degrees. So that means we still have a heat index. This morning, it feels closer to 98 in Sarasota and St. Pete and 97 in Tampa. We are just going to see those heat indices climbing from there to over 100 degrees this afternoon, but a lot of dry time today. And then those thunderstorms are going to start to move into the area. I'll have a look at Futurecast for you coming up.
A community with questions following a deadly shooting over a parking space. Pinellas County deputies will not charge the man who pulled the trigger, killing a man who pushed him down to the ground. Deputies say under the Stand Your Ground law, the man acted in self-defense. Fox 13's Mariah Harrison has more on the protest that prompted this decision, and more people are gathered today. Good morning, Mariah.
Good morning, Alcides. You know, the tension is rising in the Clearwater community in the shooting death of 28-year-old Marquise McLaughlin. As you mentioned, he was the man that was shot and killed outside of this Circle A food store on Thursday, and the entire incident caught on security camera. As we've reported, as it stands, Draka will not be facing charges from the sheriff's office. Michael Draka is the man seen in the video, police say, who pulled that trigger. He will not be facing charges from the sheriff's office citing Florida's Stand Your Ground law. Draka says he feared for his life in that situation. However, the case is now in the hands of the state attorney, who will make the ultimate decision of whether or not Draka will be charged. Now, there are those in the Clearwater community that feel strongly, based on that surveillance video, that Draka should be charged. Many of them protesting this weekend. Yesterday, there was an emotional group of protesters outside of the Circle A food store, signs in hand, really had emotional messages, feeling very strongly about this case. Now, today, there are planned protests outside of a local church. That's Mount Carmel Baptist Church on Pennsylvania. Those protests are set to begin at 4. We're told there's going to be members of the local chapter of the NAACP there, as well as possibly some of Markeith McGlockton's extended family members. You know, Alcides, as I mentioned, there are strong feelings on both sides, really all sides of this issue in the community and beyond. This is really going to be an interesting case to watch as it makes its way through the process here.
All right, Mariah, thank you so much. The Pasco County Sheriff's Office is looking for a man they say robbed a Burger King at gunpoint at around 1:30 this morning, on Saturday rather. Deputies say 24-year-old Quintavious Threats walked into that store on US 19 and Holiday armed with a gun. He was wearing a mask and a hat at the time, but no gloves. They say he later took off on foot, may have possibly gotten into a vehicle. No make or model as of right now. If you know where he is, contact the Sheriff's Office. Also in Pasco County, deputies are looking for the man in this video. He's suspected in connection with the car burglary. A white Kia Ford was stolen early Saturday morning from a home on Sushi Court in Wesley Chapel. This video from a neighbor's surveillance camera shows a man pulling on a door handle, several of them apparently in that neighborhood. If you recognize that person right there, also contact the Pasco County Sheriff's Office. The search is on for a hit-and-run driver that killed a 38-year-old man on a skateboard. Officers found the body near the railroad tracks on East Columbus Drive. Detectives have this short clip of video. It shows a car that might have been involved in all of this. It was headed eastbound on Columbus Drive. That video was taken just before 2 o'clock in the morning. A bit grainy, but maybe you have some information on this, and if you do, contact local law enforcement. Protests continue outside the Department of Homeland Security facility in Tampa. The small group calls themselves Occupy ICE TPA. Demonstrators say they're rallying against the inhumane threat immigration customs enforcement agents have shown to immigrant families around the country. They say their goal here is to abolish ICE. In the meantime, they're demanding for stronger oversight.
We plan on maintaining an occupation which has grown over twofold in the last couple of days that we've been out here. And we hope that this 24-hour protest shows that the community is screaming out and crying out for a meaningful conversation around this issue rather than all the toxic socio-political rhetoric that's been built up around it.
Vice President Mike Pence spoke in Chattanooga, Tennessee yesterday. He said last year alone, ICE agents arrested over 127,000 illegal immigrants with criminal records and removed nearly 5,000 gang members, including members of that gang named MS-13. We had some bad weather rode through parts of the Bay Area yesterday. Pasco Fire Rescue shared this video with us. This is a downed power line after the storms. They want to remind everyone to treat a downed power line as a live line and stay away. This line here melted the asphalt on State Road 52. Also new this morning, a big congratulations to the Tarpon Springs Police Department. They earned second place for traffic safety in the state. The Florida Law Enforcement Traffic Safety Program gives out these awards. It's based on how well an agency enforces traffic laws and educates the community. They competed against other smaller departments in the state. All right, they're scoring touchdowns and building character, and today they're getting awards. Dozens of young football players hit the field at One Buck Place on Saturday. It was the Tampa Bay Fellowship of Christian Athletes King of Kings tournament. It featured 24 high school teams from Hillsborough, Pinellas, and Pasco counties playing 7-on-7 football games. This was the first time ever it was held at One Buck Place. Organizers say the athletes get a head start in the upcoming season, and they also learn the group's core values: integrity, teamwork, excellence, and service.
It's a great opportunity, one, for these guys to be able to be on the Buccaneer practice field and to compete hone their skills and get ready for their coming season. From our standpoint, we get a chance to have some quality time with them.
The winners of Saturday's game will play again today for the championship, and good luck to all of them. Coming up right here on Good Day Tampa Bay, they were warned, but despite that warning, a deadly accident on the water still occurred. Find out what was in a safety report to the owners of the Duck Boat Company in Missouri. And a famed fish market is sold. Find out what changes are coming in the iconic Seattle spot.
If you're headed out to the beach this morning, it's looking beautiful out there. Mix of sun and clouds, but pretty toasty. Clearwater still sitting at 84 degrees, but with all the humidity, feeling closer to the 90s. And if you are headed out on the water today, small craft, definitely exercise some caution. We're looking at west winds 15 to 20 knots. So those seas are going to be 2 to 4 feet. Temperatures in the upper 80s with scattered rain and thunderstorms moving in later today. I'll have your full forecast coming up.